Love Strikes Back, it's me Jenny, and this is my most belated review ever for you guys, which is Sacramouche, which I had to buy on DVD to watch, and the reason why I bought it on DVD is because Chris recommended it. Christopher at Easy Chair Reviews is the one who chose this, and I trust him enough to pick a good movie. This is a good movie. It is 100% probably one that no one else has heard of. I certainly hadn't, and it's brilliant. It is very much the classic swashbuckling French pre-revolution kind of thing that you imagine a classic movie to be. It's all girls with soft lighting and beautiful costumes, boys with swords, and a very straightforward but intricate enough plot that you can work your way into it. And my quick review was it is fantastic, and I'm very glad that I put my money aside to buy it. I've already commented on the costumes, but the sets and just the production value for this, you can tell that there's a limit. You can tell that there's some sets that end maybe with a matte painting, or there's some sets that clearly they were only allowed to film in certain rooms, or little things like that, but for the most part it's just fantastic. There's a comment on the back of the DVD which says that it's kind of like a musical but with swashbuckling instead, and that's a very appropriate comment in my opinion, especially with the theatrical themes that really come into this, both as part of the plot and as a running through line as a theme for the piece. The fact that it ends basically on the stage, it does feel like almost they could break out into song at any point, and it kind of feels like in words, just my brain just completely disappeared. In Singing in the Rain there is the whole segment about writing a historical romance type thing involving swashbuckling, and this kind of is the kind of epitome of that, and it definitely feels like it's kind of playing on those same sort of classic themes. The acting throughout is really good. I didn't know any of the actors, but it's definitely what's his name? Stewart Granger, the main guy in this. He is fantastic. It's he kind of epitomises one of the things that I really enjoyed about traditional and classic films, is that there is a level of physicality in the male actors particularly, but often the female characters as well, where they can just handle sequences, fight sequences and choreography so well. And you just make it believable, and he does a lot of comedy in this. It's very slapstick comedy. In fact, they actually use what the name for slapstick comes from, which are slapsticks, which are like the sticks that they use in theatrical performances that make that loud snap noise. So he does do a lot of slapstick comedy, but he does some really impressive fight sequences as well. I think it was one of the longest fight sequences on record, the final confrontation, and just the physicality is so good. Costumes are lovely. I really like the fact that there's some very complicated characters going on here, particularly the two female characters. They're both very different, and yet they are complex. They're not just the virgin and the whore. They definitely have some interesting things going on. You know, the whore character remains more or less a maid the entire way through, while the virgin character, you can see she's got a lot going on, and I just found that fantastic. So my quick review is, if you like old-fashioned and classic films, really, really watch this. It's fantastic. If you don't, you probably won't enjoy it, but I would recommend it just because I like that sort of thing. And that's about it. Sorry it's so late, Chris. Feel free to comment down below, and I will see you guys all very soon, probably, because I'm still catching up, but I'm nearly there. Bye guys.